Hey, good afternoon. This is Neil with Simpler Futures, which is part of simplertrading.com. And today is Monday, the 16th of October. Part of the battle is deciding, do I like the market, do I not like the market? And I've decided that I do. So then we move to step 2, and that is determine approximately where you want to get in and against what risk and for what target. And that's what I try to do here in these updates is, first of all, kind of propose a line in the sand, targets, and when possible, a lean, i.e. in what direction. The open of the week, 43.57 for all basic practical purposes. It was 56 3/4, but 57 open for the week, and that's in the S&P futures, December S&P futures. That's off of some trending price action from last Friday, which was a trend day down, ending near the lows at approximately that same level. But we had news in the overnight last night. Some good Chinese news. We're going to have more throughout the week, too. There's retail sales, there's Beige Book, a couple of things. There's Powell speaks on Thursday. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. A lot of earnings. Tesla and Netflix on Thursday, or Wednesday. That ought to be a big one. Wednesday should be a big day. And then moving into the expiration, of course, at the end of the week. So I do want to keep in mind, that I need to allow for some volatility this week. But like I said, part of the process is picking a direction. And I've decided that I like the market. And I have liked it on a couple of things. Not just to, grab at straws and say, well, I don't think I like this direction. But, seasonally, historically, September is bearish. But October is not. October is where a lot of people complain about October, but October is actually where lows are found and made, which leads into November, which kicks off what is historically beginning of the best 6 months performance for the year, and that is November through April. So with that said, you can allow for an over-under, essentially a line in the sand, I guess, at the weekly open. After today's price action, though, I'm going to kind of raise that to keep it a little tighter. And we're going to put that up now at 43.80. Right here at 43.80. Now, if this thing happens, it's not really my lean, but if this thing happens to roll and, kind of flip and go bearish, well, I think most immediately the target would be this 43.50 and then down to 43.20. Those will be your bearish targets. However, in the event that, we get a small test back and only test back to about that last Thursday, I guess it was, point of control at 43.80 and hold for the uptick, which is my lean, then I've got targets on the top at 44.64 and 44.64 and 44.92. Those are the top side targets. Those are 64 is really, really close to H2 on the quant pivots this week, and then 92 is an old one of those settlement prints that I like to target. Same as like this level right here you see at 09. We targeted that today. That's the same kind of thing. When I scroll up here and show the 64s, you can see where it gets that same kind of line. I paint them the same on the charts. So I think maybe by the time we're together Wednesday, we could see this thing up to that 64s, probably not the 92s, but the 64s. And then as we move into the latter part of the week, we get Powell on Thursday. Then we can worry about maybe seeing that T2 up top. But to summarize, really probably the best line in the sand is the weekly open. However, I'm going to raise that to last Thursday's point of control, which is 43.80. I'm going to put bull targets of 44.64 and 44.92. And then if in the event that it does start to break on one of these reports, maybe bad or something, well, you never know. We could get some additional and new bad news from the situation that's going on right now in Israel with the just it's a terrible situation. But that could escalate, and very very possibly the market take that as risk premium being deserved, and at which point prices will break until they trade low enough to find a buyer, right? So if in the event that that this thing does break, then you'll be looking at these 43.50s down here and 43.20 on the downside. That's pretty much what I got for you for right now. I mean, that's we can take a look at the quants and show you. I mean, this is I think pretty well thought out. We'll just see obviously which way it goes, as always. You see that first quant, second H2 on the quants for this week comes in right up there at basically that first target that I'm offering you. We already hit what our group in the trade room knows as T1. We hit that today, but now that it's end of day and I'm doing video for Tuesday and Wednesday essentially until I'm back with you again, I'm updating you with your T1, which is now our T2. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Wish you good trading, and always feel free to come join us in the Simpler Futures trade room, or options if you like options. We have options room as well. Got a diverse group of traders. Some trade with trend, and others with like Elliott Wave, and got a rather diverse group that you feel free to come check us out. Till I'm with you again, wish you good trading. Take care.
Without Simpler Trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me